Soundtrack to the love we make. Let your love flow and shower us. Let your love flow and shower us.
Alright, peace and love, peace and love. On my way to work, let me put my seatbelt on. I had something on my mind, actually yesterday, to talk about, but I didn't talk about it. I think I've really been trying to process it and just, it's funny, get a better understanding. But that's what I wanted to talk about, like a better understanding. But I needed to get a better understanding to talk about a better understanding. So, and this won't be long and drawn out. It's really kind of to the point. A lot of things, and forgive me if I sound congested. I am most certainly congested. I had some kind of, I don't know, this weekend that had me off. So now I'm like just congested, but we'll clear that up between today and tomorrow. I'm pretty confident. But yeah, so like all this weekend though, I was thinking over that topic, better understanding. And just thinking about how would I relay that message. I know there was a purpose in that message, but how would I relay it? Mirrors, all annoying. Yeah, just thinking over how I would relay that message. Like, what would be the best way for me to relay that message? What's the best way to explain what I'm trying to say? So, the best I could come up with was what I'm about to say right now, because it doesn't need to be long and drawn out. It's basically, if I learned something at the age of 4, like even if I still remember it, if I haven't dealt with it since the age of 4, probably need to revisit it. Same thing if I was 10 and I learned something and I haven't necessarily dealt with it since I was 10, and I probably should revisit it. Like, and I don't mean like just randomly revisit it because, I learned this at 10, let me go revisit it. I'm saying some things that we learned about in our younger years, we're starting to hear certain things about them now, like today, current, present. And then hearing about it now, some of us may offer input or our thoughts on the matter. How we feel about it, what we know about it, what we think about it. but we haven't educated ourselves on the topic any further or any more than what we were told or taught in our younger years. So what happens is, a lot of times we offer input and advice, or we have an emotional reaction, our feelings about a particular subject or a particular matter, but we haven't really dealt with the subject since we first learned of the subject, you know. So, excuse me. So what I'm saying is, like, in order for your input to be valuable, excuse me, valuable probably wasn't a good word. A lot of times our input is like I said, based off feelings, our feelings about it. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's factual, but it's our feelings. And I don't want to say that your feelings aren't valid or valuable. But I think we have to get to a point today where we start understanding the importance of truth. And understanding that truth sets us free. And so we just want to be certain. We just ought to be certain that what we're saying when we offer our input and advice into conversations, that we are speaking truth. And our feelings aren't always truth. How we feel about a situation isn't always the truth. A lot of things that are done through the media and stuff like that, which I ain't really going to drift too far into that on this video, but a lot of the things that the media shares and talks about is because they know they will get an emotional reaction out of us, because we emotionally react. Excuse me. They know that. And that's what we do. We emotionally react to a lot of things. But a lot of our emotions and reactions are not based on facts. Y'all hear it? That's what was going on this weekend. Something like that. Woo! So that was the purpose for this video, though, was to just advise, encourage, offer that we start educating ourselves further, deeper. These things that we're hearing about in the media or the news, things that we heard about as children that are now kind of resurfacing, and we're like, oh, I remember this, you know. Oh, look at them, they painting over there. I just want to encourage us to just re-educate ourselves on these topics. See what new information is available on these topics since you last visited. And in doing this, it will help you to gain a better understanding of that what you're speaking about. And that's going to be so important, that we get a better understanding of things. We need to understand things. We need to know what's going on. Oh man, guess what? It's all good. I left my iPad at home, but I can do it another way. But yeah, I encourage us all to just work towards gaining a better understanding in this time. Don't be satisfied with the knowledge of old. And not necessarily knowledge of old, your old knowledge. You know? Gain some new knowledge. Update your information. My vehicle has to be taken in for an update on the computer inside. Your computer, your web browser updates, your computer updates, your cell phone updates. Everything around you updates. Even restaurants, after some period of time, they receive possibly an update. You know, maybe a refresh on the logo, refresh on the paint and the interior, exterior. Update. Everything gets an update. You don't feel like you need to be updated? Just something to think about. Then you can gain a better understanding. But I'm here. Time to get busy. I don't have my clipboard, so I'm gonna have to shoot over here to the store and grab a clipboard. But yeah, better understanding. I've been dealing with that, and I guess I didn't really dive into it. I didn't want to get too deep. But I just think don't even just think, I know it's going to be important soon. Really, it's already now, it's present. But, we're going to have our own understandings of events and history and knowledge of who we are, and not relying on what someone has told us we are, or all these things that we've been dealing with, and just accepting what someone has said we are, or accepting what the news is saying. Because man, that's one thing that's a real thing right now, man. And I don't wanna dive too deep into this, but y'all, we can look at American news right now and think that Russia is struggling in Ukraine. But that is the farthest from the truth. I ain't gonna go too deep, but if you even hear what I'm saying and you question it, I strongly suggest that you go and investigate what I just said. Don't take me as fact, but you taking your news as fact. You trust it when they tell you that Russia is taking this long and taking this long, that long, and they ain't doing this, and you believe in it, right? But you better do your own investigation to see if that's truth. Because from what I understand to be true, Russia handling them boys over there. Matter of fact, they just took out 50 Ukrainian generals in one whop. But, of course, American news not talking about that. But it's all gonna come out. The truth is gonna come out real soon. I know even the American news have been playing on the fact of like in those first 30 days or whatever, they were criticizing Russia like, it seems like they getting held up 30 days. Like, nobody's even mentioning that it was how many years in Iraq and still didn't succeed. 20 years? Was it 20 years? It's like how quickly we forget that, being there 20 years and didn't succeed, but criticizing these folks after 30 days. I mean, even at this point, we're between 90 and 120 days in, but they taking care of business. Them Russian boys taking care of business. But that all boils down to if you really interested in dealing in truth, or do you just accept whatever's given to you? So it is what it is. I just want you to get a better understanding. Get a better understanding for yourself, because otherwise you're going to be forced to accept the lies or untruths that others are giving you. And then you might miss instructions when instructions are given that are necessary for your survival. But let me go on and run in this store, and I got to get on in here to work. All right? So peace and love.